Genesis, hold on, wait. My name's Rodney, and I'm in a band called the Cassandra Complex, and we did a cover of your song. And he went, oh my God, you did a cover of something came from, I love that record so much. And that was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. We became really, really close friends, and I miss Genesis so much every day. I had some really funny stories about Genesis P-Orridge, you know he had breasts. He got breast implants. So I saw him shortly after he got his breast implants. Throbbing Gristle played in London. I was there, front row center. And afterwards I was in a hotel lobby with Genesis. And we were sitting on a couch in the lobby of the hotel, really busy, loads of people, big hotel in London.
He showed you.
And I said, Jen, I have to say, I really like the breasts. They're very good. He went, Rodney, you like them? You really like them? And I was like, yeah, they're really good. He said, you need to touch them, Rodney, you need to touch them. You have to feel how good they are. And I'm like, you know, I like breasts, but not usually on a man, but, you know. But it's Genesis P-Orridge, right? When am I going to get a chance to feel Genesis P-Orridge's breasts, you know? So I'm like, okay. So I'm going, okay, yeah, that feels very natural, yeah. And we're sitting in the hotel, people are walking past going. And Jen's like, but do you feel the weight? Feel the weight, Rodney? And I'm like, yeah, it feels, yeah, it's nice, yeah. I said, yeah, you like it, it feels, yeah, I'm very happy with it. I'm like, I can see that, yeah. So yeah, that was...
Nice.
True story.
Genesis is missed.
He's a wonderful human being, and his wife Jay was really, really great. I loved them both. The last time I saw Genesis, it was in New York. It was in New York, and there was an art opening, an art gallery exhibition, and we went to this art gallery exhibition, and we were walking around, and like, drinking, you know, he was drinking some wine, I was drinking whatever, and at the art gallery, and I accidentally banged into a person behind me, and I went, oh, I'm sorry, and I turned around, it was Lou Reed. And I went, turned to Jen, Jen, it's Lou Reed. Lou Reed's behind us. And the two of us just went, like 14-year-old girls, like, oh my God, it's Lou Reed. Oh my God. It was really funny. So it just turned into 14-year-old fanboys instantly. Oh my God, it's Lou Reed. Lou Reed. Yeah, so. Actually, do you want to hear more stories about that? Okay, Lou Reed, my favorite Lou Reed story, right? Actually, I have two great Lou Reed stories. So my friend Fred was a drummer, and he was when he was 14 or 16. His family moved from the countryside into New York, and he was saying, yeah, I'm 16 years old, I'm living in New York City, I can join a band. So he got the local Village Voice paper, and he went through all the adverts, and there was an advert saying, drummer wanted, must be into the Velvet Underground. And I went, great, I can join an indie band who plays Velvet Underground songs, that'll be great. So he went to the audition, and he goes in this room, and he sits behind the drum kit, and he's getting ready to play. And then Lou Reed walks in the door and goes, hey kid, you know how to play Sweet Jane? And he's like, oh, okay. And he's auditioning for Lou Reed's band. He's 16 years old. First ever band he's ever played in. It's like, he's auditioning for Lou Reed. He's like, yeah, that's good, kid. Do you know, waiting for my man? He's like, yeah, okay. And so, you know, he finishes the audition and thinks, well, I'm not going to get the job for Lou Reed, but what the fuck? And then Lou Reed goes, okay, kid, you're hired. You're coming on tour next week. And he was like, but Mr. Reed, I'm only 16 years old. I have to go to school next week. And Lou Reed goes, what's your address? Let's go see your parents. So he drives back to his house and goes and says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Mauer. My name is Lou Reed, and I want to talk to you about your son. And his mother goes, oh, would you like some tea, Mr. Reed? You know, and so he's sitting there, like, and Lou Reed's in his front room talking to his parents, going, oh, like, yeah, I want to take your son on tour. And they're going, oh, I don't know about that. We don't know if this rock and roll business is a good idea. And he's like, don't worry about it, ma'am. And that's how my 60-year-old friend ended up being Lou Reed's drummer. True story. My other favorite Lou Reed story is my wife. My wife is in the music business. She was working for Lou Reed's manager. And And Lou Reed called up one time from Switzerland. He was totally stranded. He had lost his passport, didn't know what to do, and he called up and said, "Hey, I'm Lou Reed. I want to talk to my manager." And she said, she thought it was a joke. She was like, "Fuck off," and put the phone down. And he called back again and said, "No, I'm really Lou Reed." She's like, "Look, really, fuck off, okay?" That's my wife. Anyway, I'm getting very sad. It's the last show, I don't care. I haven't introduced this person yet. This person here, this man here, I should tell you how we met. So this is the CX40 tour. It's our 40th anniversary. And how this band started, we lived in Leeds in England. I'm from Ireland originally, but I moved to Leeds to form a band. And I went to, one night I was going to a nightclub, and I went to the nightclub and they said, "You can't come in, it's a private party, only private guests only." And I'm like, "Oh." I said, "Is there a guest list?" They said, "Yes." I said, "I'm Steve." And I'm like, "Oh, Steve, okay, yeah, you can come in." So I gate crashed this party. Anyway, and it was a pretty good party. And then during the night, the DJ played the first record by D. Crooks. You know, boom, chicka, boom, chicka. This is like 1984, you know, and I'm like, wow. So I get up on the dance floor and I'm dancing, and there's only two people dancing on the dance floor. It's me and that guy. His name was Mr. Paul Dillon. So at the end of the night, I saw him, and I was like, "Hey, you were dancing to the Crooks. You like electronic music?" He goes, "Yeah. Like, you like Daft? Yeah. Kraftwerk? Sure. And like Suicide? Oh yeah, favorite band. Blah blah blah." So I said, "Do you want to form a band?" And he said, "Yeah." And that's how the Cassandra Complex started. And then he said, "By the way, who are you? I don't know you." And I was like, "Why would you know me?" And he goes, "Well, because it's my party, it's my birthday." So, true story.